The 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 Beer Sports, talking a whole lot more. Dave, the ALCS, the NLCS are flying right now. The Texas Rangers have won the first 2 games in the ALCS with 2 wins on the road in the great state of Texas. They're in Houston for the first 2 games. It's astonishing to me, Dave, that everybody wrote this Boston or this Texas team off. Sorry, I don't know why I said Boston there. This Texas team off late in the season in the American League West, and now they won 7 in a row, and they're looking like they're going to advance the World Series. They're up 2-0. Yeah, they're halfway there, living on a prayer. Great Bon Jovi song, but they have a chance to right now to get to the World Series, and that team is flying, and I like it a lot for the simple fact that they have an old school manager in Bruce Bochy, who's 70 whatever years old, and you kind of think he's saying, you know what, I came out of retirement. I won championships with the San Francisco Giants 2010, 12, and 14. I had nothing left to do in the game of baseball, but I'm going to come back. But I think this is the kind of a situation where he might have said, I will come back and help you win or try to help you win, but I'm going to come back on my terms, because an old school guy ain't going to come back listening to nerds.
I agree with that, because why else would you? And, you know, it's the same can be said with Dusty Baker in Houston, right? If I'm going to come back, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to manage the clubhouse. I'm going to manage the pitching staff. I'm going to talk to everybody here. I'm not here for instructional prowess anymore. Like, I can point it out, but I'm not out there. I'm going to tell guys what to do, and I'm going to tell my coaches what to do. When you've been in the game that long and have,
you got to think 50 years, right?
You bet, right? And you know, I've done shit, I've seen shit, I know shit. This is how ball is played. And then when someone's up in the crowd, like when what was the Texas starter in game 1? Montgomery, he got into a little bit of trouble. Oh, like
fourth,
yeah, fuck. Schneider would have pulled him for the Jays. The Rays would have pulled him.
Every front office staff was on the phone pulling him, but
pull that fucker.
But he stuck with him last night, and Montgomery got out of that in the 4th. And the next inning, I can't remember the guy's name. He had the home run to go up 2-0 in the 5th. But that was and even like Verlander, he went deep last night, 6 1/3 or 6 2/3, whatever it was. And Dusty Baker stuck with him, you know. He and just go with it, because he was still getting outs, and they weren't strikeout outs or ground ball outs and ground ball outs. They weren't getting close. Yes, Verlander gave up the home runs, and on it goes. But it was a nice, refreshing, good old fashioned pitching duel last night, and I loved every second of it. I love.
And there ain't no shame in losing a game 2-0 either.
No,
right? Like let's remember that. You know, if you're going to win baseball games on the reg, you got to score more than 2 runs, and Houston wasn't able to do that last night.
Again today, they lost again 2-1 or 5-4. Sorry,
5-4 tonight.
They just never got things going. It's just, and you look at it, and then now the Phillies have a guy by the name of Rob Thompson. He's been in baseball forever. He was with the Yankees for a really, really long time as a bench coach and on a third base coach and everything else. It's nice to see that there's still teams that believe in, because every team uses analytics. There's no getting around that. They do. But it's nice to see these teams who were successful this year saying that the eye test still works. That I'll keep this guy in. I will make this work. This guy's hitting here. This guy's doing this. I'll bunt if I have to. I'll move guys over if I have to. It's not home run or bust. It's everything else. It's like the playoffs. Let's not kid ourselves. The playoffs have been a bit anticlimactic so far. Like, I hope they get a little bit better. I hope there's
it's been absolute garbage. Actually,
like I hope there's a little bit of drama coming up in the next week and a half or so, because it's just been crazy. But it's nice to see. Or maybe that's the thing, Dave. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that the eye test actually works better than analytics, and that's why we don't have any drama. Because one team's doing this, and the other team's doing that.
Yeah, I'm not saying no, like, because every series aside from Phillies Braves has been a sweep, and that's been that was a 3-1. The games, excuse me. The games that we talk about analytics all the time, And I think and I've said it before, analytics will win you those games like during the regular season. They'll win you those games like 8 times out of 10. Like if we do this, we're gonna succeed 80% of the time. If we do this, we're gonna succeed 70% of the time. And then now you get to the playoffs, and the teams that lean so heavily on analytics, they're going to say, well, you know, we got a 65% chance of succeeding this way. They don't look at the success of what if we don't change anything, right? And I think that is the failure of analytics once it comes to playoffs in baseball, because it is a field game. And it's a mojo game, I think, more than any other, because it's stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Football has a flow. Basketball has a flow. Hockey has a flow. You can't break down analytics to the way that they do in baseball. And just because it says that we're going to have a 67% success rate on this batter if we bring this left-handed reliever in now, we're going to succeed in the game.
The stats of baseball, and that's what nerds build their analytics on, is stats, right? And the stats of baseball are based on failure, and not on succeeding to an extent, because it's hard, man. Like hitting's hard. We talk about it. Like hitting's hard, pitching's hard, and if you fail 3 out of 10 times or 7 out of 10 times, you go in the Hall of Fame. Right. And so it's one, and to have a couple of teams last night stick with their starting pitchers, and they're doing it again tonight. It's great to see that it's a little bit of baseball from back in the day, like 1,000 years ago, when in '88, which is 35 years ago now, when Kirk Gibson hit that home run for the Dodgers against Dennis Eckersley. There's no,
on this day in sports history. That was yesterday. Yes,
it was yesterday. There's no way that Gibson gets that at bat. There's no way. Like it's just it's one of those things, right? 'Cause he's injured and everything else. But Tommy Lasorda listened to Kirk Gibson, who had a gut feeling, because I got 2 swings left in me. He fouled a couple off. He hit a Dennis Eckersley slider, and the rest is history, and on it goes. And the Dodgers haven't really done anything since that fake World Series in 2020. But like baseball is such a great game when you let it play out. And I hope that it gets back to that point now that you'll never get rid of analytics. There's no way you will. But the eye test still works great in the game of baseball, in all sports. But the eye test works so great in the game of baseball, and it's. I hope that you watch these teams doing it how they're doing right now. That maybe teams go, we need to mix the two together.
I agree with you. Because it in the regular season, what's the big deal? So you pull them in the 6th, right, and let your other guys have some. Because I get it, you know, what's the point? We're up 7-1, and he's cruising in the 6th. Like, why does he need a complete game? And like that's not an important stat to the franchise anymore, to what you're doing anymore, and that's a stat that as a traditionalist, I feel bad that stat is not important anymore. But I do understand that. I do understand. Why don't we get like the boys that need a couple innings? Let's see what they got. Let's see what they can do on the major league level. I understand why you pull those guys in a big lead in the
I still hate Craig Kimbrell. His fucking waggy arm. But anyway, sorry.
His waggy arm, yeah.
Man bud.
I'm watching Man Bug Arm Bagger too.
Fuck, I hate him.
Managing your assets, making sure you're taking care of the players that you're paying the most, which are the pitchers, and those mean the most. And it's kind of like pulling a running back, sitting a running back, your stud running back in the 4th quarter when you're up.
Giving a backup goalie a start now and then, whatever.
Exactly, right? So we're playing them like even in hockey, you know. So it's a shutout. Like, why don't they do this in hockey then? Now that we talk about it, so a team's up 6-0 in the 2nd, and then once you give up a give up a goal. So now it's 6-1 with 10 minutes in the third. Pull your starter. Put in the backup.
I agree. It's not a bad idea when it comes down to it. It's really not a bad idea because
you're goofy injury.
You're going to win the game. If you lose that game, that's on your team, not your goalie.
Right.
And so why not give a guy some minutes, help him out, give him some beat down minutes, wherever it's called. That's not a bad. I don't disagree with that. And if like Connor McDavid got poopy pants the other night about it when the Canucks pulled Thatcher Demko, we talked about it on Thursday. He got poopy pants. Well, you know what? Then don't be down 6-0. Right. One of those things. So no, that's not a bad idea to give some guys some wipe up time and everything else. And baseball, like when you give a guy, like if you lose game, every game matters. We've been over this 1,000 times, even off the podcast, talk about this with people all the time. It's that every game matters, but there's games you're going to win, right? And in general, most playoff teams or playoff contenders, they know they have a shot, so they'll manage that. Like they'll figure that out. But to put us some wipe up time, I don't have any problem with that. It's when guys are rolling, and like Blake Snell and the Tampa Bay Rays, was it 2021 or 2020 when he had a no hitter and they yanked him in the World Series? Like, what the fuck's going on here? That's the ones I have problem with. And last night was a perfect example of how a baseball manager should handle a pitching staff, the way Bochy handled Jordan Montgomery. It was actually perfect, old school managing, and it worked out swimmingly because the Rangers tried to blow it by putting in Aroldis Chapman, and that fucking long fly ball that fucking Bregman hit when he hit it. And I'm not a Chapman apologist by any means, but when he hit that ball, I was like, that's going out of the park. Like it just the way it was, and the way Chapman's head flipped back like he had whiplash. I was like, oh, fuck, not again. Not poor guy, but I saw that fucking guy can't win in Houston. And the Houston fans were cheering like crazy when they put him in, when they're bringing him into the game. Like, yeah, we're going to win this game. We're down 2-0. This game's ours. They were down 2-0. That was great.
Chapman will fuck it up. I'm sure he is going to fuck it up. He tried
last night.
It will come. And you know what? Because of him, I think I might hate him more than I hate Bryce Harper. I'm cheering for the D-bags and I'm cheering for the Astros. But if it turns out to be a Philly Texas thing, it's going to be one of those things. I'll have to see him play. But I just can't fucking stand that Chapman. I just can't fucking stand it. This ump is a Phillies fan, hey? He likes Kim.
I didn't watch since we started recording, so I didn't know really what you were getting.
Well, I'm starting now. Yeah, he likes the low strike from Kimbrel.
Anyways,
when I say low, I mean shin high.
Well, he's got reservations somewhere. Anyways, it's one of those things. Going for a cheesesteak somewhere. Then great baseball. It's been 5-3 good games too. Like 3 good games so far in the championship series. I hope we have a little bit of drama. Go 6 or 7 games. We haven't seen any drama yet so far, and that's shitty. Dave, on this day in 2003, the New York Yankees on Aaron Boone's walk-off home run beat the Boston Red Sox 20 years ago today. Do you remember where you were? Do you remember watching it?
I do not. I remember the highlights and everything. That was in 2003?
2003, yeah. 20 years ago. You're getting old.
No, yeah, and I don't care. It's like, Jesus fuck. And, and when it's Yankees versus
Boston. No, it's not that I'm a Yankee hugger, obviously, but that game was awesome.
Tim Wakefield died the other day. That was awesome.
About a week and a half ago, yeah.
Yeah, and fuck you, and fuck you, Kirk Ship. Sure.
Well, that was 04 to Buddy Sock when he was the guy.
No, but did you hear what that cunt did?
Yeah, he announced it and everything.
He announced
he had the blessing of and everything else.
Yeah.
That guy's a dickhead.
What a piece of shit.
That guy might be the dickhead of the year. Nozzle of the year.
Well, of the decade. Like he just keeps one-upping himself. Like, well, if I'm not going to be in the Hall of Fame because I'm a piece of shit, I might as well really show him. Yeah. You want to know what a piece of shit is? This is a piece of shit. No one really even wants to talk to you, and you're going to still be a piece of shit.
I still got the Phillies win the World Series. We actually, when the last time I had the fan in the van, Jim on the show there, we talking about the Yankees there, and I asked him who his World Series champion was. This is 2 months ago. He said Texas Rangers. He said Texas Rangers. And I was like, that's a pretty good pick, and it might come fruition. The soothsayer of Long Island, the Long Island prognosticator, Jim Plotner.
Ain't done yet. And like I said, hey, this Montgomery used to be on the Yankees payroll.
Yeah.
Why did Cashman let him go?
Well, because they didn't think that he was a top 3 guy, so let him go. And now Montgomery's really good, and he's going to get paid a lot of money next year. And I quite liked him. He was good. He was really good. He's a good Yankee.
6.5 innings of shutout ball. That's good by me.
In the playoffs, yeah.
In the playoffs against Verlander, right? It's not like it was a gimme on the road. Fuck Cashman, sign that guy.
No, just let everybody go and then sign other assholes to fucking multi-million-dollar contracts. You fucking idiot. Anyways, the 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 Beer Sports, talking a whole lot more. It's disheartening. Like, you watch these teams, and you let's get off this, but you can see it, Dave, when your team is out of the playoffs, and you go, we're not even close. And like your Denver Broncos probably are like, we're not close right now. Like looking at other playoff teams.
Mm-hmm. Like, they're not as good as the Jags. They're not as good as the Chargers. They're not as good as a lot of teams. They're not as good as they're weaker than more teams and they're better than. And that's not good. After like not making the playoffs for 10 years. Like, fuck. It's time. Whatever we're doing now, this is why I divorced the Oilers. Because of management decisions. Not because of their record, because of management decisions.
For those watching on YouTube, me and Dave did not color coordinate the color of our shirts tonight. Just want to let you guys know.
I noticed that. We're all
1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 Beer Sports, talking a whole lot more. The 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 Beer Sports, talking a whole lot more. Be sure to check out other great podcasts on the Billion Sports Network, but more importantly, make sure you check out the Fan of the Van, 2 Dudes in Sports News, the Brutally Honest Sports Podcast, and a multitude of other friends of our shows. There's so many that support our show. We appreciate all the listens and everything else. You guys keep us going a little bit. Sometimes we get a little bit long in the face, but listening to you guys and everything else, it helps things out. Dave, you were on Aaron's show about a week and a half ago. How'd that I haven't a chance to listen yet. How'd that go?
It was really good. I had to bust his balls to get on there. The guy must be busy. Because the episode we recorded was the Tuesday after the Broncos had that 70-20
debacle.
Open. Yeah. And now he just released it. And I understand, Aaron, like, this isn't a crack on you. I get it. You're working on your own now and you don't got a Jimmy Valentine. Maybe you should throw a couple shekels Jimmy Valentine's way if he has a couple minutes to do it for you.
I am actually interviewing an intern tomorrow for the 1420 podcast, Dave. He's on what the hell is it? Let me find it here.
WKRT.
WKRP in Cincinnati. No, he's not there. He is on WMKR out of Chicago. His name is Jake. So Jake Tome. So we're having a little chat tomorrow about an intern for the 1420 podcast. See how that one turns out. My own little, he did some hunting. He's a guest booker. He's got his own stuff on WMKR. So I hope to talk with Jake tomorrow. So it should be a lot of fun. See how then.
No, it was a good talk with Aaron. It was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm glad. Give it a listen, Aaron. And I had a good chat. We kept it light. We talked a little bit of college ball. We talked a little we talked a little bit of everything, and you can just give it a listen. Go to Brutally Honest and without the T, because Twitter won't give him the T. Brutally owns.
I've tried to tell him if he gets rid of the if he puts an underscore in front of it, it's one of those things. It doesn't much matter.
Anyways, he wants to hook up. He wants you on next.
I'll get to talk to him. Maybe we'll do it Wednesday on Mountain Vancouver Island before the Pink concert. I'm going to Pink. Something I never thought I'd say. Anyways, Dave, the Connor Bedard show has been going on throughout. It hasn't been to Chicago yet, but they started the season off. They're 3 games in. He's got 3 points. I don't know what he did against the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight, but one of his teammates tonight made a point. Guy who also went first overall, and Taylor Hall, saying that it's just too much. This kid, the media's got to leave him alone, and not leave him alone so much. It's too much for this kid to try to handle. Yeah, he can say he's handling it well. He's figured it out. Like it's fine. He's been groomed for this for a long time. Dave, is it? Do you find that it's just too much Bedard? And question number 2 is why? Why?
First of all, Taylor Hall, shut the fuck up. What have you done? Shut the fuck up. What have you done? You won a Hart Trophy in New Jersey for a loser franchise. That's the one thing you've done. You put that on your fucking mantle, then you can fuck right off. You did fuck all with the Oilers except run your mouth and tell everybody how good you are. So Taylor Hall, shut the fuck up. Connor Bedard, you're making money hand over fist. He's handling everything perfectly. I've seen him in interviews with Sid Crosby. I've seen him in interviews with other people. He's producing on the ice. He's leading. He's quiet. He's soft-spoken. He's doing everything right. So you know what, Taylor Hall, when I want your advice, I'll fucking ask for it. Why don't you shut up? You're number 2. So shut up. I can't fucking stand Taylor Hall.
Really?
I fucking hate Taylor Hall.
That might be the first time I've ever heard anybody say that. I hate Taylor Hall.
Because that's when I divorced the Oilers. Because like all these shitheads like him, fuck Taylor.
Seems like fucking set off a nerve unexpectedly with Taylor
Hall.
That
was when that's when I divorced him 2 years after they drafted him. First of all, oh, he's gonna be a leader. No, he's not a leader. He's just a fucking mouthpiece that tells everybody how good he is. And doesn't show everybody how good he is. I don't know how the fuck he won the Hart with New Jersey that year because he didn't do fuck all in the playoffs. I don't get it. So Taylor Hall, shut your fucking pie hole.
I'm going to be good cop, bad cop here, but maybe he's looking out for Bedard. Cause like it's 4 games in. Eventually, like when you're 18 years old and you're playing in like a media mecca, which is Chicago. Eventually it's got to be like, okay, like this, it's going to start to wear, no matter what you think about Taylor Hall, no matter what, this is going to wear on an 18-year-old kid. This isn't Regina anymore, man. This is the real deal. Like this is all the time. And the way the season, and it's odd that the way the schedule was set up when they started off, where'd they start? Fuck, I can't remember. It was 4 days ago. I can't remember, but Toronto tonight.
It is goofy. Like
and Boston and Montreal,
Pittsburgh, Boston, Toronto.
Okay, so those 4 teams. So they started
big
with
market.
Pittsburgh, Montreal, Boston, and Toronto. Huge markets that they just threw this kid into that are hockey markets, not just sports markets, but hockey markets, like actual ones. It seems to me to be like, Jesus, fuck, they probably could have, because they knew who was going to be first overall before the season was set. They yes, the schedule was set a little bit before that, but the dice was the dice were rolled before that. We kind of had a feeling that he was going to be part of the Chicago Blackhawks. It seemed to be a bit excessive for this kid, to me. I'm just saying. Like he's only 5 years older than your son, right? It's a lot.
So, honestly, so. So you say like he's 18, but we've been talking about him for 5 years, right? He's been setting out rinks since he's been 14. You don't think anyone's ready for this? This kid's not ready for this.
It's different. It's different.
It's different. No, it's not different. Of course, it's different. It's just the next level. I say, fuck off. Fuck off, Taylor Hall. Put a mic in front of his face. He knew this was coming to him the second he got dropped. He knew this was coming 2 years ago. He knew it was coming, and I get it. It's now the big lights, but now, like, you know, why not? Put him in the fire. go to every single big market right off the hop. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. And all he's doing is scoring points in every game and increasing his brand value. What do you think Bedard says? Like, no, fuck, I want the mics. I want this. I want that. Like, what are my sponsors going to do? I got bonuses. Fucking rights. He don't give a shit. He seems like a baby.
Like I've never been a big fan of it. I've never been a big fan of the between whistle interviews or warm up interviews. I think it's stupid.
I hate that too.
I think it's stupid. I don't need to hear, and this is just me. I don't need to hear Connor Bedard's breakdown of the breakout in the second period when they were down a man. I think it's fucking ridiculus. Like, yeah, what do you do? Well, we got to get it deep. Got to try harder. Blah, blah. Fuck, I don't care. I think it's stupid. I think I think it's dumb. So and because I think that's dumb, I also think that maybe the Blackhawks media team can say, you know, can you ask Corey Perry, who's been around for 30 years, ask him instead.
No, fuck that. Like, you don't think that's all laid out, right? You get him one time every other game between periods, and then after the game.
But it's every game day. Like I've watched 3 out of the 4 that he's played so far. Not
okay.
Parts of it, yeah,
but maybe that's his agent saying you got to get up there and get your face in there, and so we can sign these things because clicks equals more money. Like, and what do you want? Like, what do we want? What do we want for your career? Do we want to maximize on your potential? If a guy wanted to run away, he can be fucking Mark Giordano if he wanted to. I'm sure. If you're the best player in the absolute fucking planet, but do not know how to conduct yourself in front of a microphone, fucking rights. No, I'm not talking.
That comparison of Mark Giordano and fucking Connor Bedard might be the first comparison in the history of sports media. In the history of sports media.
Like, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's like a boring.
I get it to an extent, but at some point, because the Blackhawks brought some players in like Taylor Hall and like Foligno and like Corey Perry to help the kid. I don't want to say groom because like you say groom a kid, that takes a whole nother fucking situation.
Grooming's a bad word now, yeah.
Yeah, grooming, you shouldn't say groom, but to help a kid out and to teach him and to help a kid out. I just think that there's ways that maybe the Blackhawks media staff could maybe handle this a little bit because it's early, and all of a sudden when you get into fucking, let's say in November and December, and he might go through a tough spell, and then they're asking him again and again and again. You're still a kid and you're still human, right? I think they could find a way to ease him in a little bit. I know what you're saying 100%, that he's been taught this for a long time. He's been learning how to be Connor Bedard for a long time. But when you get, because this team's going to suck, they're going to suck. They're not going to win a lot of games. Like they're not very good. But when it gets into December, they're going to be like, okay, the honeymoon's over, and this is going to start happening. The finger pointing, that's bad radio, but I'm finger pointing. But you know what I'm getting at? Like, why not just ease them into it a little bit? Like, it just seems to be a lot. It's just to me.
Fuck it. No, absolutely not. Like, we asked the same of NBA rookies. We asked the same of NFL rookies. We asked the same of Major League Baseball rookies.
But they never come in right off the hop. Never.
But just because, like, I don't know, for whatever reason.
Okay, here's the thing, Dave. No.
Like,
then I'll interrupt. But yeah,
right. Like, what's his nuts? The motherfucker in the Jets that we have to hear what he has to say all the time. Yeah, the video game guy from Arizona. Right, you hear what they have to say all the time. We know that they have problems with video games, for fuck's sake. You know, it happens in other sports. So, like, fuck off. If you want to get paid the big bucks and if you want to be the face of the franchise, then you got to fucking buck up And if you don't want to buck up, then don't buck up. Just
The
say,
big
I don't want to talk right now.
This is where you're wrong. The big difference is with college football and college basketball, they play in front of 100,000 people. Connor Bedard was playing in front of 5,000 people a night, maybe, in Regina, Saskatchewan. It's a big difference.
That's not well. Like yes, he was
basketball. They play in Final Fours. Big difference.
But there was a mic in front of
the guy who goes first overall in Major League Baseball. He doesn't play for 3 years. He gets to learn a little bit. He gets brought up mid-season to be a replacement. This kid's getting fucking thrown into the fire right off the bat.
He's not getting.
I'm sure he's gonna figure it out.
Thrown in the fire, the
other three leagues, they play in way bigger leagues before they're drafted first overall. Way bigger.
No, but like I get what you're saying when he's playing in front of 5,000, but like after the game, there was 20 mics in front of his face.
Yeah, there was 20 mics in front of his. In the fucking times.
But nonetheless, like it was training by fire, right? And then now that he's there, now there's honestly 100 mics in front of his face. And so that's a difference. But he knows how to talk. He knows how to conduct himself. And why not? Like honestly, why not? This is what he wants. He wants. You don't think he wants to be a superstar in the NHL?
I'm sure he does.
And what a superstar in the NHL does is has people wanting to ask about him. I don't think they should take the brakes off. It's not like they're busting his balls. They want to talk to him. So I think the point of this conversation is Taylor Hall should fucking put a sock in it and let Connor Bedard be the hero that Taylor Hall never was.
To me, this is more of an attack on fucking Taylor Hall than it is on Connor Bedard's agent and media stuff. I know. I like for every Connor Bedard, you get a fucking Alexander Daigle, right? For every Eric Lindros, you get a fucking Nail Yakupov, right? So there's a fine line, man. In the NHL, they come out of junior hockey. And it's a big difference. And yes, these kids are taught a lot more now than they used to be. 100% with media training and sensitivity training and all on it is. But it's just a lot. And the social media nowadays, it's a lot more than it ever was. And I don't think that Taylor Hall I don't think he's being self-serving. I'm saying he's not 100% wrong. He's about 48% wrong and saying we need to slow this down a little bit. He's a kid. That's my opinion. 48%.
He's wrong. You're a pro. You're a pro. I don't care if it's your first year. I don't care if it's your 30th year. If this is what that it's part of your brand, it's part of what we're doing. This is you, and fucking like it or lump it. Get the fuck out. And he's delivering. He's delivering on the ice, and he's delivering behind the mic. So fuck off.
They're selling jerseys, so
he's selling jerseys. So we're gonna complain about what he's doing right now. We gotta fucking let him off. Like fuck you, Taylor Hall.
I know.
No.
I'm saying like come December when things ain't going so smoothly. Maybe.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Hindsight's 2020, right?
Right.
50, 40 or whatever.
Like he's delivering, and he's the first overall pick, and he's been the only pick we've talked about for 3 fucking years.
Oh, I'm a big Adam Fantilli fan. I
don't. Who's he with? The Blue Jackets?
Columbus, yeah. He would second.
There you go.
To Columbus, yeah.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Fantilli lace and a pretty face, right?
Fantilli lace and a pretty face.
Chantilly lace and a
the
pretty
big bopper.
Face.
He passed away at the same time as Richie Valens and Buddy Holly.
In the plane crash.
In the plane crash in 1956. I made
whatever it was. Yeah.